Nail art tutorial, water marbling. If you need a nail art technique that will create designs that are as dazzling as the sun and as unique as snowflakes, water marbling is the technique for you. With this technique, no two nails will turn out the same. Each will remain an irreproducible work of art. Best of all, this technique is extremely easy, making it a perfect option for beginners. Marbled patterns make an excellent background against which to place delicate designs using gemstones or other elements, but they also look great on their own. With just a little practice, you'll be able to give each of your clients a unique design that will leave them speechless. What you will need: a manicure bowl, water, nail polish, top coat, acetone, and a marbling tool. You may use a needle instead if none is available. Technique: water marbling. Skill level: beginner. Step 1. Fill a manicure bowl with water until the water is about 5 centimeters deep or more. Note, it's okay to use a regular bowl, but you must make sure that it's large enough to fit your customer's entire hand. Step 2. Now proceed by placing a few drops of white nail polish at the center of the pool. For this first layer of polish, it's important to use several drops, otherwise the base coat might dry out too quickly. Just place one drop at a time and watch the polish slowly stretch out towards the edge of the bowl, as you can see above. If you can, try to use thin nail polish whenever possible. If you use nail polish which has a high viscosity, this technique will not be as successful. Step 3. Next, place a single drop of red polish at the very center of your newly created circle of white polish. Once this drop of red polish begins to stretch out towards the edges, place another small drop of white polish at its center. Then place another drop of red polish within the circle of white. Repeat this process several times until you have a series of concentric circles as pictured above: red within white, white within red. Of course, you by no means need to feel bound to the same colour scheme. You can use any colours you want, really. Let your imagination be your guide. You can use holiday-themed colours, sports-team colours, anything you can think of. The more varied the colours, the more psychedelic the effect. Step 5. Okay, it's now time to break out your marbling tool. Remember, you can use a needle or pretty much anything with a sharp edge as a marbling tool. If a marbling tool is not available, gently move the tool through the bullseye pattern to create lines and curves in any pattern that you'd like. Step 6. After each line that you make, remove the marbling tool and give it a quick cleaning. This will ensure that your lines are as clearly drawn as possible. Step 7. Create any pattern that is pleasing to both you and your customer. Just make sure to work quickly. If you don't, the nail polish could dry out as it floats atop the water. Try to do the entire process in about 60 seconds in order to prevent the polish from drying prematurely. Step 8. Now the pattern is complete, carefully insert your client's finger into the water at the edge of the bowl, being careful to make sure that you don't disturb the polish pattern. Then, bring the fingernail under the polish pattern and slowly lift it up so the polish adheres to the surface of the nail. Now you can repeat this process with one or two more of your client's nails before the remaining polish will run out or begin to dry. If some polish remains in the bowl, simply lift it out using the marbling tool. At this point, you need to repeat steps 2 through 8 with the remaining nails before moving on. Step 9. Use a cotton swab damp with acetone to carefully clean the excess polish off of the areas surrounding the nails. Step 10. Finally, simply add a top coat and you're done. If your client desires it, you can now proceed to add other design elements like rhinestones, nail art stickers, anything really. As with any new technique, this one will take a few tries to master. Don't get distressed if your first few attempts produce less than favourable results. However, as far as nail art techniques go, this is not one of the more difficult ones. Practice this technique for a few good hours and you should be doing it like a pro in no time.